Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about where I've been and my situation and how that whole thing has changed. Now, the last time I put out one of these discussion videos, I had decided to go full-time on YouTube, and then that drastically changed because a bunch of my circumstances in real life ended up changing as well, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. So essentially what happened was I decided to go full-time on YouTube because I was living in a place that was nice and stable. I had a bit of savings behind me, and everything was all good and everything was great. So I thought, you know, fuck it, going full-time on YouTube is going to be a gamble, but it's a gamble that at the time I was willing to take because I had at least some stability where I was living. And this, of course, was just after I lost my previous job. So everything was good. I started putting out some videos every day. It was going great. You know, the views weren't as high as I was hoping they were going to be, but at the same time, I was getting views on other games that isn't For Honor, essentially. So, you know, the views I was getting was about what I was expecting, considering it wasn't For Honor, and that's just the way it goes right now. I'm known as the For Honor guy, so whenever I try and cover anything else, pretty much only my like real loyal fans, they're the ones who will watch the other stuff. Other people aren't interested in it, that's completely fine, they're just there for the For Honor stuff. But overall it was about what I was expecting. And then everything went to shit. The whole thing fell down like a house of fucking cards, and it was bad. So essentially what happened was the place that I'm staying in right now, I'm going to be losing this place, so I'm not going to be able to live here in the near future because it's basically owned by my parents, and some stuff has been going on with my parents financially. So that whole thing has just been a massive clusterfuck. I've been putting in money to help them out a whole bunch, and because of that whole thing, we're going to be losing this place, have to sell it. So once we sell this place, pretty much that's it, that's done. I have to go find my own place and start fresh there. Now, I'm not sure what it's like around the world for all of you guys, but here in Australia, having your own place is really fucking expensive, like stupidly expensive. So it's also really hard to get a loan as well. Like if you want your own house or something, it's really hard to get a loan. It's also stupidly expensive, so you're kind of screwed. Unless you have yourself a full-time job and you're making a decent income. Now, I did have a full-time job. I was going good with that. But then, of course, I lost that. And YouTube just isn't going to cut it in terms of the amount of money that I now need. So I had to go out and get another full-time job. But unfortunately, this new job that I got, it is on a rotating roster. So I do 2 weeks of days and then 2 weeks of nights, which is a pain in the ass for me because I have to switch my sleep schedule every couple of weeks, which really sucks. But it's 12-hour shifts and the money is really good. So that should allow me, once we end up losing this place, to have enough of an income and stability in order to get my own place, which is going to be a really big thing and a big step for me. But the downside to that means that I'm going to be working a shit ton in order to try and get myself basically a place to live. So that means when it comes to content, it's basically going to be whenever I have time to put out content, I'm going to be putting out content. It's not going to be like super every single day there's going to be a video. That's just not realistic when I'm working, you know, 60, 70 hours a week, especially if I end up picking up overtime or something like that on top of what I'm already working. But I love this channel. I love talking to all you guys, and I love just doing this whole thing. So I do want to keep it going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus more on discussions, and I'm going to focus more on Let's Plays, because when it comes to For Honor news, I'm not going to be able to do For Honor news as much anymore. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the For Honor news in a basically a discussion format. So what I do already, but I'm just going to change it up. So something that will release for Honor, and then I'll basically do a discussion video on it. Give my thoughts, give my opinions, and basically just say, is this thing good or bad? And the other type of content I'm going to do is Let's Play type stuff. I do want to branch out to some other games as well alongside For Honor. Warhammer Total War is one that I really enjoy. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's something I really enjoy, and Warhammer Total War 3 should be coming out this year as well, which will be a massive influx of new content and everything. So I do want to cover that game alongside of it, and it also gives me a chance to just have something there that I can play. I can pump out some episodes, and then I can sort of just like, you know, drip feed those out after I sit down for a day and just record a whole bunch. That way you guys have steady content alongside of the For Honor discussion videos and other For Honor content as well. And that way I could also play other games. So if, say, like, when Cyberpunk comes out, I'll be able to play Cyberpunk. I'll be able to just drip feed episodes out as well when it comes to that. And just give me something to put out while I'm at work. So when I'm off working, I can sit there and put out these episodes that I already recorded in one big session. And then, of course, on my days off, I can do the discussion videos and everything else as that stuff pops up as well. So that, my friends, is the plan. Discussion videos, Raven's Rambles, and essentially Let's Plays as well. That's where we're going to go from this point forward because, yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know how long I'm going to need to keep doing this current job that I'm doing with this current situation that I'm in. And I don't know how things are going to go 3 months from now, 6 months from now. Who fucking knows what's going to happen? So I just have to try and make the best of the situation, and I have to try and just give myself as big of a safety net as I possibly can, so that way I don't end up, in a really, really shitty place somewhere really, really crappy, or if I don't end up homeless or something like that. So I'm trying to avoid all that sort of shit, but things have made a turn for the worse, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the near future. But I want to keep things going. I do want to keep things going because I love all you guys and I really, really enjoy doing this thing. But there is an update on what is going on with basically the channel and what's going on with me and a little bit of stuff like, in my life. I know some people don't give a shit about any of this and they're just like, stop talking, give us content, and they don't really care about this side of it. But unfortunately, because this now impacts my ability to make content, it's something I do have to address. But with that said, that is the end of the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all of you. I try to get to as many of you as I possibly can. And I have missed talking to all of you. Make sure you check out my social medias. They're down below in the description box, and also my merchandise. It's down below in the description box as well. And with all that said, I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.